So I think that after we get done with this, the purity that this show is today, just go over and get a massage.
Oh, giddy up.
Yeah. I hear that they have the extra special.
Yeah, they love you a long time.
Yeah, or at least 20 minutes. So from what I understand,
$1.50 for a half.
I don't even know. What their prices are or anything.
I have no idea. Yeah.
I've been going to a place in Waterford.
Where's that?
In the mall.
Oh, I saw that place. Yeah.
And
by the tattoo place, right?
Yeah. And there, I've been going there like 8-10 years, and
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, never.
Very nice, very professional. They hurt.
They should.
Oh,
if they're breaking anything up, they should.
Oh, they're like,
yeah, deep tissue. Get it?
And it's the smallest ladies that hurt the
most.
most.
On your back and they push on.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they always ask you first, "Is this okay? Is this okay?"
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, I used to go to this guy. I went to high school.
I had a guy there once too.
This one I went to high school with, and he just used his fingers. He had instruments, and you dig right in and break you up, and you leave like sore. It hurts. Some people sometimes he has to tie your leg down. He hurts so bad, and he'll push on the muscle to break it up. It's a professional, like a workout type of massage.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I have these reciprocal like knots. Did I ever tell you about this in between?
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the lady that worked it out once?
I don't remember.
All right. So it could never get it worked out. It was in the reciprocal on both sides in between my shoulder blades. And I would call it squishy thing. Well, because if you press it, it would take off, it's like you could never pin it or whatever. So we could never get rid of it. So of all places, we went to a Renaissance fair and they had chair massages. Oh. So of course, I'm a sucker for that. So I went over and there was this lady and she was a masseuse from like the Putnam area. And she goes, "Oh, you got this knot right here." And I went, "Yeah." I said, "I have one on the other side too." And she goes, "Holy moly. How are we going to get that out of there?" I don't know. She goes, "It's kind of squishy." I said, "That's weird because I call it squishy thing." And so it turns out that she's working on it. And I'm like, and all of a sudden, I'm not even kidding you. We hear quack, like that. And I'm like, "Holy moly." She goes, "Did you hear that?" I said, "Yeah."
You killed squishy thing?
Yeah, it was out. Ugh. Someone's looking around the corner.
Hello?
Is that Poppi?
It's Poppi.
Hello. Come on in. Hi, guys. Let's get have you right over here.
How are you?
Justin, nice to meet you.
What's up, Mike? Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Oh, it's costume day. I didn't bring my
Oh, this is
costume.
gonna be good. Well, that's Poppi. I mean, what do you
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How
How you doing?
Rick, how are you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We don't mess around. We're just it's
We're just talking about squishy thing.
the knot in my back. You know. Let's bring the host of the Child's Play, the Child's show, and say, hey, squishy thing.
Children say know about squishy stuff. What can I tell you? I don't know.
Do you ever take your hands, your bare hands, and put them in a pot of macaroni and cheese? Talk about squishy.
No, I can't say I have. No.
No, that is squishy. So, Poppi's Planet is a show on YouTube. How long has it been going on now?
So we launched October 24th,
Mhm.
and it has
I
grown
don't hear.
quite a bit,
There we go.
real fast.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, can you?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so October 24th. And so we have been shooting on location and
Mhm.
shooting segments inside the set, and it's been absolutely incredible. So we got our
Yeah.
format down, play, perspective, movement, and mindfulness. Kids are loving it. Parents are loving it. And yeah, we're growing and it's wonderful.
Yeah, that's excellent. Like I have a grandson,
Uh-huh.
and he's 16 months old.
16 months.
And there are a lot of children's, well, maybe not a lot of children's shows, but there are a few. So one, and then he's completely, if a 16-year-old kid could ever be addicted to something, is Miss Rachel.
Absolutely.
All right. And so that's who I've known in this generation. Before that, there was of course there's Barney years ago, and
Oh, I hated Barney.
Gullah Gullah Island. Remember Gullah Gullah
Oh,
Island?
I do remember Gullah Gullah Island.
Yeah.
I think
Gullah Gullah.
Oh, that was great. They had great costumes. They
Yeah.
were on Nickelodeon.
Yes.
Yeah, Gullah Gullah Island. That's right. Blue's Clues.
Yes. Yeah. Little Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these shows were great. So
I never grew up. I never watched a lot of kid shows. So
No?
I couldn't really talk about kid shows that much. Although I do have one question. What's Poppy's thing?
what's Poppi?
What's the show?
What's her name? Well, we
No,
haven't gotten
we don't-
there yet. We
Oh,
haven't
I
gotten
was
there yet.
talking about what is it?
It's a kid show.
It's a kid show.
It's a kid show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How did it? Go ahead.
So Poppi, so the name Poppi was my grandfather.
Okay.
And so Poppi came to character with I just started sketching in a notebook, a little vintage flair. I wanted to be able to have good quality, wholesome content that could also make kids laugh. So unlike Miss Rachel, where she deals with a lot of speech and she does with a lot of like baby toddler learning,
Right.
I wanted to go to the next age bracket up to be able to foster wonder, inspiration, play, so that when kids watch me go on adventures, they see me looking up, they see me exploring, they see me in nature, because ultimately these kids around this age bracket that we're working with, they're going to be on a phone, they're going to be on a computer. But what about if they see Poppi exploring and enjoying the things around her in her present moment?
Yeah.
And I think there's not enough content like that.
Mhm.
Silliness and fun mixed with awe, creativity, inspiration, and just a little bit of self-awareness.
I think Justin put a video package together that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play for everybody real quick.
Oh, cool.
So that that people can get an idea of what is Poppi's Planet.
Mm-hmm.
Hi friends, I'm Poppi, and this is Poppi's Planet. Click that subscribe button and be a part of a community that values creativity. Hold on to the steering wheel. Encourages play. I gotta get through the lava to the other side. Whoa. Nurtures the imagination. What are you for Halloween? I'm you. Fosters exploration. Look at this guy. There's some giant bugs on it. I'm on a boat. And believes in the power of wonder. I imagine this rock to be the back of an elephant. All while using our mindful, kind hearts. Will you follow me in a little mindful yoga routine right now? Take 3 deep breaths. We are so happy you're here and can't wait to have you join us on our magical journey. Poppi loves you.
Money.
All right, here we go. We are back, and that's a little video package about Poppy's Planet.
Thank you.
So you've been on since October.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said Poppy is like paying homage to your grandfather, right?
Yeah,
Like
just the name.
So
Yeah.
how did this come about? I mean, what's your background? Are you a teacher?
So I'm a performer. So
Okay.
I performed all throughout high school and then in college, and then I went on a few tours just locally in New England. I went to Southern Connecticut State University, and then had my internship in New York for stage combat choreography and dance, modern dance, and scene study. And so from there, I became involved in community theaters as well as a theater teacher. And
very nice. Very nice.
yeah. So a performer and an educator. So I wanted to be able to take my performance background and my education background and put it together in something that is not only meaningful but funny and entertaining, as well as there's a void in that area in children's content. So I'm happy to fill it.
Stage combat choreography.
Yeah, like
Stage,
sword fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sweet.
and like rolling and how to like that. Yeah. I don't think you knew that about me.
Poppy goes to the rims there.
Oh yeah, I love Renaissance fairs.
Oh, I do too. You son of a gun!
Yeah,
Let's get over here.
Giant turkey
that'd be
legs.
cool.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
God, they
yeah.
taste like ham to me.
They do taste like ham. Good
They
point.
taste like ham.
But so so performance and then being able to execute that on cameras is something that is a learning curve for me as well, because I'm so used to live theater and live
Sure,
performances and working with
yeah,
live
yeah.
audience. So
Okay.
camera acting has been a learning curve for me.
Wow.
So, but it's been
Does it
great.
feel more lonely in front of a camera? Kind of.
Yeah, in a way, because you don't get that immediate audience reaction, but
It's also pre-production
Justin helps
too.
me. Yes, absolutely.
It's also So how did this Justin? How did you guys meet? How did this come about? Yeah, come on over.
So she reached out to me.
We're very low tech here.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I just thought I was sitting in on this, but so I have a production company here in
Yep.
Connecticut.
Forward
And
content.
Forward content, yeah, and we do television shows and we started a podcasting wing and arm to the thing and whatever. But a producer that I know in Los Angeles reached out to me that was a mutual friend of hers, and through that reached out. And I have a lot of people that reach out to me about doing shows and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I always kind of vibe them out because not everybody has what it takes, right? Because show business is a commitment, right? It's like a 100% commitment. You guys know, you guys come in here every
Sure,
day,
sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what was our first conversation? I said, hey, let's meet first. Let's do like a pilot and just vibe it out. See if we even get along. See if I like what I'm seeing on camera. See what you like what I'm doing as directing. And we went to a playground and just shot. I thought it was magic. But I wanted to do more around the show, right? Because there's a lot out there that do that just go out, like the YouTube channels, kids, they go out and do things.
Oh.
I wanted to come up with another element with her to it where it became a wraparound, right? So she loves Pee Wee Herman. She loves I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
And,
Couldn't tell.
So what I wanted to do is
yeah.
I wanted to embody that and
Yep.
turn that into a part of the show.
Sure.
So what we do is kind of at the beginning of every episode on the stage, she's got a magic basket, and that kind of gives us clues as to where we're going, so kids can use some reasoning power at home and figure out. So she opens a magic basket, and I have a magnifying glass and a map,
A puzzle.
and a piece of corn, right? And now we're going to a corn maze, right? So we go to the corn maze, we do the adventure there. And then she comes back at the end of every episode and talks to a puppet. And the puppet is kind of the kid's eyes. And she explains to the puppet what she learned. That was the format her and I put together.
So it's kind of like a template you wanted to have.
It was a template. That way every week you know what you're getting. And
Okay.
it'll kind of fit in that. But that's just one channel. We're starting a music thing. And we have a bunch of stuff in the works. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But that's
Gonna be
how it all
huge.
came together.
It's gonna be big, huge.
This is her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take her interview. That's how it came together.
Nice.
Great.
Poppi goes to the DMV.
There you go.
Oh my
That'd be
god!
fun.
Did you ever see that scene? And have you ever seen that movie Zootopia, the animated film? With
Sounds familiar,
With
yeah.
the
Oh, yeah,
characters
yeah,
going
yeah.
to the DMV
Yeah.
and they're taking their sloths behind the DM and
Yep.
taking a really slow time. It's hysterical. Yeah, I'll do a DMV.
I know a couple of DMV workers like
Let's
that.
do it.
And how many kids are going to like that?
I know.
They'll learn.
Yeah,
something.
that'd be
Yeah.
weird.
They'll learn how to take a number.
Yes, it's
So your
all
main
very
theme
exciting.
is educational, kind of. That's your main theme.
Social.
Social interaction.
emotional. Yep, social emotional learning. So the
Okay.
basis of identification of emotions, mindfulness, and being in the present moment when out into the world and in nature. And
Sounds like a
speaking
mission
to people.
statement.
yeah, oh
Yes.
yeah, to
Okay.
promote self-awareness through new perspectives.
I like the outside aspect of it, like in the woods or doing
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
and
we need more
getting
kids
them
in-
off the damn phone and doing something
Yes.
productive. Yeah.
With too many
Yes.
kids on the phone. They're on
Yeah.
their iPads and stuff like that. You go to a restaurant, the families aren't even talking.
Yeah.
They're sitting
That
there,
drives me
you know, with
nuts.
their faces and their
Yeah.
phones and stuff like that.
And
There's no
one of the things
participation.
that was important to us when we started was, involving local. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
okay.
It's like going to local places, finding out what makes them tick, and embracing local business too. I think the next episode we're going to it hasn't aired yet. A little sneak peek. We're going to go see that lobster track hut in Stonington Bar.
yeah.
Oh, the tree, the lobster pot tree.
Exactly. Check out the boats. And
Oh,
cool.
Explore the boats. Maybe talk to a
Yeah.
captain.
That's
Maybe go
neat.
ice skating.
Wow.
Yeah. Then ice skating.
It was ice somewhere?
The rink in Westerly.
Oh,
The outdoor one.
Oh,
Yeah. Now, what other kind of productions have you worked in? I mean, that kind of led up to this, maybe, perhaps.
So, not many on-camera productions, just live theater. Are you familiar with Little Shop of Horrors?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
I did that for years. I was Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay. Yeah.
Suddenly see more.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Suddenly see
puppetry.
more.
So I would volunteer at Smilo Cancer
Yeah.
Center for
Oh, yeah.
years when I was living in New Haven, doing puppetry with the kids there. So identification of what they were going through character building. So they're so young to realize that maybe they have an ailment, but through a puppet they can talk about it a little bit easier. So a lot of puppetry, a lot of theater arts,
It's like children,
education, and
children
performance.
forensics. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So really, kind of unbeknownst to you, everything that you've kind of done is kind of come to this.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
The stars
so
that
it's
had
a
to
weird
align-
journey, isn't it? You don't know how you get
It
there
is,
until you
it
get
is.
there.
Grateful for it. The stars that had to align to lead me to Justin was also like hysterical and random
Yeah.
in the most incredible ways. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I wake up every day thinking like, wow, I get to do this. I get to do this. Twice, 3 times a week, but it's sort of like living. It's a process, right? So, and
Yeah.
that's what he's teaching me, and it's been on top of it a blast. So,
She came with
Yeah.
all the tools though. She came with, the awareness of, the presence of stage presence. She's got that shining light that
Yeah.
not everybody has. Do you know what I mean? And she understood, you know what it was? She understood what she wanted to do. And that
Okay.
was easy for
Mm.
me. When she came in, she was like, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to get it across. Can you help me?
She had a
with that?"
vision.
She had a vision, and,
Yeah.
and I just was there to facilitate it and help her develop it into like a bite-sized
Okay.
consumable piece, So,
So you knew as a young child you were going to do something like this?
yeah, when I was little, I think it was in middle school, like 8th grade. And I was like, oh, she can't pay attention. She's crazy. She can't do academics. She can't sit still. Until one teacher, I swear there was this one teacher in my middle school that said, she doesn't have, these issues. She doesn't have these behavioral issues. She just needs to like dance and be on stage. And then from there, that was game over for me. That was
Did you need
everything.
attention constly when you were a kid?
No, I just needed,
I
not
didn't know her as a
necessarily.
kid, but as an adult,
No.
yeah.
I just stop. No, I just couldn't stop moving. So
Okay,
I was a
alright.
teacher's worst nightmare. I didn't necessarily want the attention, but I just
Yeah.
not stop moving and grooving, and then until they put me on stage, and I found my
So you
way.
kind of had a behavior that led to what you wanted to do, unlike having a diagnosis of something.
Yeah, they diagnosed with like ADHD and ADD,
I call that having a personality and knowing who you
Oh,
are and
yeah.
what you're going to do.
100.
Same as her.
Yeah.
My grandmother would call it a fidget.
Yeah.
a fidget, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even want to tell you what my grandfather called it.
That's
So
good.
yeah, so it's been from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I even remember at 13 years old, my dad was like, "What would be your ultimate dream?" I'm like, "To have a kid show." He goes, "Okay, you need to go to a radio station, you need to do this, that." But I just got into theater. But the fact that I'm even doing a kid show now, I'm just it's a pinch me thing.
So give me an idea of what kind of successes that you've had already. The show and all the stories are really in its infancy as of right now, still, since you just started in October.
Yeah.
So like, give us an idea what kind of successes, because there are so many things, and so many productions that they catch fire on YouTube.
It is pretty unbelievable that we launched October 24th and we're over
2.5 million views
2.5 million views now. Yeah.
10,000 subscribers. Well, just in the cusp, it's like 9,800 now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we have like
it's crazy.
Well, if you're rounding up, it's 10 G's.
20,000 hours of watch time. It's unbelievable. But I think the most rewarding thing for me and probably her is the pictures we get from people around the world with their kids watching it.
Oh,
and,
really?
And like doing yoga with her and like while this on the screen, like we get our inbox is flooded with it. Yeah.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. That's the most rewarding thing for sure.
and then I get more gigs at schools, performing in schools and libraries and community events and birthday parties. And it's been since the show has come out, the business of performing, especially Poppi, is growing as well. So it's insane. It's amazing.
Yeah. The ultimate goal is to start a national touring stage show. Poppi's Planet, it's on stage, to couple with the show, a touring stage. So yeah, and TV stations are reaching out to us to come on the Good Morning America style shows in
cool.
in Connecticut.
Sure.
Connecticut, we got offers.
Like Scott Haney.
Yeah. Kind of, not him specifically, but in Branson, Missouri, like the Good Morning. Yeah. So
That's cool.
yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I don't get that. I just get say, why don't you just turn your camera off and shut up? That's what I get.
You get syndicated eventually.
You get that? I think.
No.
Crucial piece. I feel to the area. I started.
I try. It's
Scott.
fun, huh?
Scott turned me on to you.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. Scott Fryer.
Scott Fryer later?
Yeah.
Scott,
Yeah, we do. We
Scott's
do his
yeah.
podcast. He came to me
Yeah.
a while back for Bronx Baseball
Oh,
and Beer, and we've been doing that for a while.
Okay.
We used to do a feature with him, Scott Fryer or Air Fryer, and we'd give a clue. I would say it's my game, my rules, and I would say something out, and I'll say is that more Scott Fryer or is that more Air Fryer?
Like
So-
crispy chicken. I would
Yeah.
say Scott Fryer.
It's exactly what it would be. It's exactly what it would be.
nice.
And the reason why is because who eats crispy chicken during a ball game? Scott Fryer. An Air Fryer does not eat crispy
He's
chicken.
more of a hot dog man, or as he would say, glizzy.
Glizzy.
Yeah, he calls me glizzy.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So what's the chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was sent to me by a gentleman who actually hauls chicken from Alabama.
All right.
And
What's your freight?
What's your freight?
He carries-
from work. Wait, no, from
No,
what's
that's
it?
a
That's
stand-up.
like
yeah.
chicken quarters with for Chinese restaurants.
Oh, why do Chinese
Is this-
restaurants have the best chicken wings? By the way,
I don't know.
they really do.
Oh, hands down, the chicken wings
Yeah.
at Chinese
And they
restaurants in
leave
New
the nub on
Haven.
the end.
100%.
Yeah. Like the hood Chinese place.
100%.
They have the best.
Well, they have the best
seriously.
like glazes, like the soy reduction
what they're
glazes.
frying is, I think,
On point.
too.
Mhm.
I'm more of a General So's kind.
Welcome back.
Okay.
So he sent the chicken. So his name is Shokan.
He just likes to choke it.
Choke on chicken.
So yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Very nice.
Can we shouldn't say this like in front of Poppi because I feel like I
There
shouldn't
goes
be.
Poppy's show, yeah.
It's like wait, hold up, she's
Yeah, you gotta hold it
it's
together.
a kid
Yeah.
show. We
You
can't be
gotta
talking
hold it
about choking the chicken. I mean, this is like
We'll
good,
edit
you
that
know.
part
Yeah,
out
hold
for later.
it together.
This is kids now, kids.
Yep,
Oh Jesus!
That's why I can't do a kid show.
absolutely.
You couldn't.
You could.
No.
You would lose your.
could.
No, because he would end up yelling at the kid. He would end up yelling at the kid and getting real passive aggressive, calling him "Look,
Passive
you freaking
aggressive.
idiot." You know, he would. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And then his
We
wife
don't
would
have
come
kids
over.
on. We don't have kids on. She talks to adults. It's 4 kids.
I talk
Yeah.
to an adult like a kid, so
Yeah.
a lot of my sense of wonder and a lot of my questions are from an eyes of a kid. So that's how I.
I was going to
Gain
ask
the
you
perspective
if
of
you
the
were
show.
going to go ahead and if you were going to have kids on your show.
Mm.
You know, kind of like a back when I was growing up, and which is probably before your time, Romper Room.
Oh, yes.
Remember Romper Room?
Yes, I remember
With
Romper
the magic
Room.
mirror,
Mhm.
and she never said my freaking name. I watched every day at the end of the show. I see Joey. I see that. Never Mike. I was so angry.
Sounds like you're
I
still
still
angry.
feel like you're still, I think we need to process some of these emotions for you.
This is a therapist right over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
social emotional.
Sit down in a circle.
I was loved as a child.
Never watched Romper Room.
Huh?
Never watched Romper Room.
Never watched it.
No,
Well, you know what
I
I'm
was
talking
not a
about,
kid
right?
show
So they had
fan.
kids.
That's one of the OGs, yeah.
Yeah, Bozo the Clown. They all had kids within the. Is that something that you planning on doing, or are you wary of it? Because that could get really squirrely.
We'll eventually get there with production style. For now, it's just our adventures, but eventually we want perspectives coming from kids, like asking kids questions and how they feel about certain things, and one kid at a time. And I run a theater program in Stonington, and some of my.
You're from Stonington, right?
So I'm from Clinton,
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
and
From the other side of the river.
I am. And so some of those kids are like dying to be on, but it takes some time. There's a great Instagram / YouTube show called Recess Therapy, and it's this guy in New York City that interviews kids, and their perspective is absolutely incredible of what they think of the world and their innocence and their purity. When
Well, it was like
comes to-
Cosby had a show. whoa,
Whoa.
Yeah. Kids say the darndest things.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was great.
It's kind of.
Mhm.
There was somebody else that did it too before
Yeah.
him.
Steve Harvey does it.
Yeah,
now,
but I'm
right?
talking way
Yeah.
before. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. But yeah, eventually we would love that.
Yeah.
A whole playlist of perspectives.
How would you handle their perspectives if you didn't necessarily what's the word for it? Align with it.
Oh, it's whatever they think. So it's asking them a question of how they feel about a certain something, and however they answer, whether I align with it or not,
Mhm.
that's them being their genuine,
Okay.
authentic self. So whatever goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I don't think she's going to say you voting for Trump or Biden.
Right. Exactly.
Well, the way society.
Very special episode of
I can just
Poppi's
picture
she asks the tough questions.
I can make the
the
way
solid-
society
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
the way
I'll be
soci-
like, do you put your chicken nuggets in your mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
That's the questioning. Isn't it?
Yeah.
To give you an idea how my mind works.
Palestine or Israel? Choose
Right.
now, kid.
Yeah. The way society is today, the kids they have access to so much stuff now. They know a lot more
so
stuff than
scary.
kids did when we were
I know.
younger. So I can picture some of the reviews being a little
Yeah.
more
I think
different than
from a
I
legal
know.
standpoint,
Yeah.
keeping kids out of it for now is probably
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
smartest thing. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
dealing with adults, because the releasing process for children and,
Sure.
and
Mhm.
it's
That's why I said that would kind of get squirrely. I would.
Mhm.
yeah. I think it does. I think when we have a legal team and stuff like that, and we can draw beyond boilerplate
Sure.
appearance releases and stuff like that, will develop into the child space as far as having child actors or child real kids on. But for right now, she's the kid, and I feel like we're
Mhm.
just through the eyes of her that relates to the kid. I
So
think that's-
Mhm.
how old of a kid are you playing? Like what age?
7, 8,
7 age?
Mhm.
Okay.
asking questions like a 7 or 8-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Interesting.
had a lot of fun at the fire station asking them questions about their gear and
Oh, which one?
unbelievable.
Westerly.
And Westerly.
Westerly? Oh
It's
yeah, it's a nice
amazing.
place. Yeah.
Oh, they opened up for us. Yeah.
Oh, they volunteer their time for like 30 years.
Mhm.
It was incredible. And just putting all the gear on, like the
He
60 pounds,
suited
it
up
was so
and
fun.
explained
Mhm.
everything. He was super into it. Really good guy.
I
Both
still
of
want to
them,
make
Matt.
the lasagna. All right.
Mike Greca says my kids are watching Poppy's Planet right now.
Oh,
nice.
thanks,
Oh, nice.
Mike. Cool.
The
Thank
high school,
you.
Mike's the man.
Oh, what? Such a small world, this
Yeah.
area. Yeah.
I guess
Yeah, I didn't even know. Like
Yeah.
Matt downstairs, Matt Lissy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like Jesus. Everybody knows this guy, and I've never met him.
Yep.
Excuse
I've never met the guy. I've heard, from many people.
I'm sure. A lot of people have differing opinions.
me.
Well, it depends if they're in the state or not.
So how often do you do a show? Like once a week? Twice?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
film about twice a week, and then we launch an episode a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
How long does it usually take you to film a show? I know you like what a minute is like 3 hours sometimes.
Right.
Oh, that's, yeah. I mean, that's a good role for a scripted show.
Excuse me.
There's only 2 scripted parts to it. I look at it like there's scripted bookends, and then there's a reality section in the middle. So we take one day and we do the bookends, and then we do one day we go to a location and shoot
Mm-hmm.
that. and then I usually edit.
Is that ad libbed?
It's
On location?
ad-lib, improv. Yep. Just
Got it.
what I see and what I do, and movement and cartwheels and handstands and talking and
Yep.
yep, dance.
Our last episode went up to Hardica's
Wow.
and shot like the process of
sure.
ordering a tree, and the guy there, Bob, just happened to look like Santa, so we got a
Oh, really?
Santa for him and we put
Like,
it
are
on.
you
Oh, cool.
Santa Claus? Are you his brother?
And he's like, no, but I wish I was.
He was actually-
That's what I
He was
expected.
so good on
Yeah.
camera, you know, because when people get like mic'd up, and it could be an intimidating moment for them, but this guy
Yeah.
was just so comfortable. It was great.
We've also had a lot of open arms as far as just one phone call. Hey, like the Halloween store, and what's the name of the Halloween store we
Like
went to?
Spirit of Halloween. Or
Spirit of
something.
Halloween. I figured we have to go through corporate and stuff. Call them. Yep, no problem. Come on in.
Yeah.
No problem.
I know, it's fun.
Actually, let their managers manage, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yep. Yeah. The girl was like, yep, no problem. Come on in.
Controlled management. You can't even go into you can't even go to McDonald's now. It's like, I don't want this. I'd rather have, you gave me the wrong thing. I can't take it back.
Oh no. Yeah. No.
It's like they just gave you some sort of
No take
nuclear weapon or
No take
something.
backs.
No.
No take
No.
Usually no take backs. So where do we go from here? I mean, I got to be honest. I mean, this is what I thought when Justin sent me the trailer and the pictures and stuff. I'm thinking this is very colorful, and the color scheme really works.
Thanks.
It really does. And then I'm thinking to
Appreciate
myself,
that.
and I'm thinking, you don't be offended because it really isn't meant to be. You look like Kimmy Gibbler from Full House.
You know,
You do look like Kimmy.
do I?
and I was real
like Kimmy,
comfortable.
Or are my mannerisms like Kimmy?
A little bit of both.
Little bit of
little
both.
bit of both. But see, I'm comfortable
I take
with that
that as
because
a-
I love that show.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I didn't want you to take it the wrong way.
No, not at all. Not at all. No,
You know?
not at all. No, she makes a lot of facial expressions,
Yes.
and
yes.
that's why,
yes.
yeah, that's what I do. I had like a shrine.
Justin's like, oh Jesus.
No, it's fine. I'm trying to think about what she looks like.
Yeah.
I don't really
That's how I
Trying to process
associate things.
it,
I don't
too.
know.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm still thinking about hands going squished in mac and cheese. You know?
Yeah, that was yeah.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
question we topped off with. That's a
Mhm.
legitimate question. If you're talking about squishy things, I had a shrine dedicated to Lucille Ball, and I would take her photos, and I would actually print out pictures of Lucille Ball and go upstairs in the mirror when I was a kid and try to make all the facial
Yeah.
expressions that she would. So, yeah.
And it all led up to
Wow.
this.
So this, you believe it?
So like off camera,
Persistence.
you're not like a totally different person, are you? Talk like this, Kid, get out of here. I'm trying to have a cigarette.
So we actually we joke all the time that there could be like this there's this Poppi persona, but off
Where's my
screen, and
flask?
just like "Grr," like that could be a whole comedy show right there. Just like
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we always talk about like, hey, someday we'll do like the 30 Rock of this.
yeah,
You know
I'm
what
trying to
I mean?
make
It's
it
like
a
making
hit
a
show.
hit show. We're all terrible people. You know?
Remind me of the Aerosmith video with the lady ironing with the cigarette hanging out.
Oh
of
my
her mouth.
god!
Yeah.
And she was like one of those sex talking people on the phone.
Oh my God.
Oh my god, that's
You know that?
right.
Yeah,
This
the
show is
Aerosmith
taking a
video.
turn.
Yeah.
The worst.
But yeah. So no, I'm like I'm Poppi full time. I'm with kids
Okay.
a lot. I'm with kids. I
Yeah.
run these
So you're
theater
not doing
programs.
stage stuff anymore.
No, I do,
Okay.
but it's on brand, so it's Poppi. So it's schools and libraries. But yeah, I don't have time for
Yeah.
community theater.
Mhm.
I'm not going on another audition for the rest of my life. I'm going to stick with. It's funny because you could do all these things. You can audition and try to move up in all these areas in performance when it takes just hard work and persistence to actually pitch it and do it yourself and start the vision from the ground up. So I'm like, every day I'm like, okay, keep going. It's awesome.
She had been doing this before she came to me, and like you can see her, like if you look at her older, actually I think we took those down, but her older videos, like she's like yelling at her husband like, hold the camera right. And she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean, it was like her and her husband were making like little short videos of Poppi and
Like
stuff
on a
that.
GoPro
Oh, yeah?
and learning how to make my own
Yeah, yeah.
website and edit
Yeah.
it myself. It was
Yeah.
so
And
funny.
her poor husband had to do it.
Oh, he's so sweet. He was so in it.
Yeah. And but anyways, I watched him and I'm like, there's definitely something here, and that's what we developed around was that kind of content.
So you still doing other stuff too, or you're just doing
yeah,
this?
Yeah, I have a show with
Oh,
Wiz
he's
Wiz
doing-
Khalifa coming out. I have a show, a real estate show in New York. That actually, I got to deliver that tomorrow. So
Oh,
yeah. So
Oopsie.
yeah. Nope. No, it's fine. I'm almost done with it. What else? Yeah, I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
he believes in
Poppy.
Poppy.
I believe in
Yeah.
Poppy, and we're
Poppy, we
taking it.
trust.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Nice.
I call my grandfather. I call my dad Poppy.
Well,
Your grandfather.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Poppy.
Yeah, my daughter
Mhm.
calls my dad Poppy too.
Yep.
So.
Wow.
So now this is a full-time situation for you now, or is that?
So about two or three times a week. But as far as like Poppy, all my classes and programming and stuff, yes, it's my vision is now full time.
Yeah, because you said you go to
That's-
other
that's
places.
excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That is excellent. What's your husband do?
He's an arborist. He's a professional tree climber.
Yeah.
It's quite the
So
That's the difference.
yeah, and he is such a sweet, gentle soul, and he does a lot of veteran tree work. So
For the older trees.
for the older trees and historic trees. So we live in Westerly, and Wilcox Park is like literally the most beautiful. Those trees are absolutely incredible, and he wants to volunteer at the park and climb those
Sure.
trees and trim those trees. So yeah, so we're completely total polar opposite.
So he just hangs out in the trees the whole day?
He
Climbs it and sits there and talks to him? Or what does he do?
that would be. I mean, that would actually
Yeah.
be lovely. But no, he works on them. He trims them. He prunes them. He does
Hey, I'm
removals.
Groot.
Yeah.
In a lot of big tree companies. He's working for Wicked Tulips. Do you know?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I've
Yes.
heard of
Yes.
them.
So he manages land for them.
Okay.
And yeah, he's
He
out
decides
there.
which ones that have to be cut down and stuff, right?
No,
That's
he.
what arborists most of
Yeah,
them do.
yeah. So if a tree is diseased, he'll come
Yeah.
up with like a compost tea and treat the tree and yada yada. So his
Okay.
expertise is pretty amazing as well.
I almost got put through that program.
Yeah.
What's that?
I almost got
Oh,
put through
no
that
way.
program at UConn, but I said, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'll
yeah.
just burn them all down. Whatever.
Trees.
Yeah, it's a tree. But no, because I worked in the highway department in East Lyme, and that was one of the things.
Controlled burns.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's a tough program, I heard, though. It's not easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wicked tulips, man. They're like gypsies.
They're
Mhm.
amazing.
They show up. It's beautiful, and then they're gone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They're just gone.
The planting at a certain time. I'm watching the
Yeah.
process right now. It's really interesting because
Oh yeah. My
Really interesting.
my
They have
mother and
multiple-
stepfather goes to the one in Preston.
Because
All
they're getting
the
ready to
time,
come up
every
for
year.
Easter, right? Or something?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they have like the few months of the tulips, and then they're all
And they go away.
yep.
Go away.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
So any spin-offs?
So yeah, playlists. So basically, a spinoff would be music videos, social emotional
Original
music
yeah,
about
original music.
different
No
feelings.
Baby Shark, stuff like that.
Right.
We're gonna do our own
Baby
music
Sharks?
album.
Like a Jaws type of thing?
No, there's
Do you know
a,
that song, Baby Shark?
Sure.
Do.
You don't even know that
the
song?
kids are grown. I'm assuming.
16, 17. and
Yeah,
18.
yeah, your
they
Baby
were,
Shark.
when they were a kid,
Yeah.
it was after. I have a 6-year-old, so I know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
Dad, you have kids too?
I do. I have a 2.5-year-old. He's so
Oh.
cute. His name is Killian.
Wow.
So you get some inspiration from
Yeah.
Killian, I'm assuming, as
Absolutely.
well.
Yeah.
He calls it the mommy show.
And
Oh
mommy
yeah,
said-
absolutely. He loves songs. He loves dancing. So yeah, getting into music as far as spin-offs would be the way to go. And so you take something that you can take a toilet paper roll and some cotton balls, and you can make something out of that. So a lot of at-home crafts, so parents don't have to buy a ton of
Yeah.
extra stuff to be prepared for the episode. So they could do hands-on activities at home.
Smart.
I would think that you'd have to choose certain things that are readily available,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
because like,
Yeah.
Mom, I don't have the pipe cleaner.
Right.
Yeah.
Who has pipe cleaners anymore?
I know, true.
I have them for my handguns. That's
I'm a
it.
crafty girl too.
I'm not crafty at all.
No.
I make tumblers now, but I don't know how that
There you
happened.
go.
So what has been your favorite craft, or what's been your favorite episode on Poppy's Planet so far?
Ooh. Oh, definitely the beach exploration one, because it was I think it was the second time
Yeah.
we shot together, and it was so much fun because his dad lives in this amazing community in Mystic, and it was right on the water, and it was like this cute little cabin, and then we got to go on this awesome boat. So he was shooting me from a boat, jumping in the water. It was the most beautiful day in the world. I was looking around, I'm like, oh my God, if this is going to be my life, shooting in all these amazing places, like just cracking up and laughing with a puppet. It was so much fun. Yes, definitely the beach.
Who plays the
beach one.
puppet?
I usually do.
Really?
We had an intern for a while.
He's coming back, I think. Maximus.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, I think he's coming back.
Okay.
I haven't decided yet. I got offered for him to come back. So
Cool. So
yeah. So in like when we're out and the puppet shows up,
excuse me.
she does it. But we have and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Joey Stats does Earl the
Oh, Joey Stats. Yeah, he does the sandwich.
Earl the Sandwich, who's a failed stand-up comic from the 80s, Sandwich. And
he's cranky.
You
guys would love that. You guys should check it out.
Yeah. And he makes really bad jokes.
Yeah.
Statler and Waldorf and stuff.
Kind of. But like picture like a sloppy sandwich who's like mad at everything, but and his jokes fall short every time because it's like, it's past my bread time.
Yeah.
He laughs at his own jokes. And
That's like my favorite restaurant at Disney Springs.
What's that?
The Earl of Sandwich.
yeah, right. That was the inspiration.
Oh,
Was it really?
Not Disney, but Earl of Sandwich
okay.
is the guy who invented a sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Earl of Sandwich.
Am I the only one who knows this? You were the one that taught me that.
Yeah, gotcha.
Mhm.
I don't know.
No,
We're
you're right. A lot.
What's the end game? If you could say, okay, like if you have a short-term goal, long-term goal, as far as what the show is and what kind of content, how would you like to see it evolve, and where would you like to see it end up?
Great question. I would love to see this on YouTube, but I would love to see it in schools. I would love to see it inspiring kids. I would love to make this entire vision, entire production company with multiple ways to stream it and to reach the kids as a full-time, this is all I do thing. And I think that our goals we're feeling out where to go. Like we're really interested in curriculum building as well as streaming and entertainment. So we're getting our feet wet with all the different directions we can go in. And what about you?
My ultimate goal?
Yeah.
Acquisition, distribution, making her an icon of household name like Pee Wee Herman or, Captain Kangaroo, something like that. And then also acquisition, not only, acquisition of other talent too, building a brand under her of other characters and things like that. So that's my goal.
It's funny because not one time did either one of you say get on a major network.
No, not at all.
Because there are so many streaming options available now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not ABC, NBC, PBS, Fox.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the problem with that. Just through, I've 20 years as a producer.
This is your business, right?
It's my business, and I don't want to disparage them at all. The problem is you give up almost all of your ownership when you sell to them because they deficit finance it, right? They put up the money to make it, therefore they take on. So if we went to a network with this, we would have to give up ownership of our brand, right?
Wow.
And then they would dictate, they would give notes. They would tell you how to make it, what fits their brand, what fits the advertising brand, the advertisers that are going to be taking on. With YouTube and other streaming networks like Roku and things like that, you can make what you want. And if people respond to it, they conform to you, right? The advertisers, they'll pick the advertiser to go on your stream rather than you conforming to the ad sales that they've sold, right? So if they sell to Q-Tip and you don't match Q-Tip's or Johnson & Johnson's vision.
Well, look what WWE's doing right now with Slim Jim again.
Yeah, I don't know. So I worked with WWE a couple times.
That's why I said it, because I knew you did.
Yeah. I've worked with I did Ms. and Mrs. They're an interesting company. They're awesome, but they're interesting for sure. I worked there when Vince was like in
the man.
Yeah.
He's not the man anymore.
No, I've heard. But
guy named Ari.
Oh, really? Ari Emanuel. Yeah, he's
from.
So I'm read by William Morris Endeavor.
Okay.
So Ari Emanuel owns William Morris. Yeah, they bought WWE.
Yes, they own UFC.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. It's an interesting. What an interesting episode. Poppi goes cage fighting.
Oh, jeez. I'd be so scared to run for the hills.
Against a kid.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Poppi as like a WWF wrestling character.
Yeah. That'd be
that would actually be pretty funny.
Right?
Just be you just with like paint under your eyes.
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior.
Get McMahon or something like that.
Put a rear naked choke on a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
So funny.
If any listeners out there are listening have any ideas of, or you want Poppi to come to a place and we can do an episode there, like if you have an interesting piece of property or a business that you think would be cool to be showcased and for her to learn something at, we're open to ideas.
Absolutely. Now that it's getting cold too.
Yeah.
We had all these options when it was beautiful out, but now it's getting cold.
You should
and
do
gray.
Poppi learn CPR.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
No.
Why
that's
not?
great.
Yeah.
Good for kids, right?
No,
Yeah.
that would be
Excellent.
amazing.
Yeah. I might know someone you can do that with.
Is there anything else you want to mention about Poppi's Planet or anything while you're here? Or we kind of call it a day?
Yeah, thank you. I just am really appreciative for you guys to have me on and let me talk about it and where it started from the ground
And I
up.
appreciate you coming here. So.
Yeah. And watch Poppi's Planet for good, wholesome, entertaining content. Thank you so much.
The name is Poppi's Planet. So if I search for Poppi's Planet, it would pop right up.
Yep.
Poppis.
Yeah.
Apostrophe S.
Yes.
So
But it's growing and it feels good and it feels
that's the
good to
big thing right there.
kids.
Does it feel good?
It feels great.
Yeah.
And it's reaching a lot of kids and it's giving back and it's not in the way I even talk to the camera and talk to these kids. I'm talking to them like they're human. I don't have to dull it down or baby anything for them. They're smart enough to understand what I'm doing, where I'm going.
But the biggest thing you said to me was it's right here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So
You can tell it's a passion.
Yeah. Look at that. Okay. You're very passionate about it
Yes.
because you can't. This is one of those things. I don't think you can fake it for too long before people figure it
can't
out.
fake
No.
it till you make it with this. You know?
No,
Out of that outfit, she's the same.
No, I got a fire and it's genuine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good. Genuine. He was.
And we're aligned creatively, which is
That's important too.
Which is
Yeah.
good.
Huge.
Like, we don't like. She's got an idea. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's run it.
Mhm.
You know, there's never a.
When I first met him, I'm like, oh, who is this guy?
Yeah,
what are we in for?
That's
But
the
he's like,
worst.
yeah,
When you have
be
an
you.
idea and like you come together and you're not aligned creatively, it makes it hard to deliver.
Have you ever had any ideas when you thought it was great, then all of a sudden you're like, that really doesn't work for what we're doing?
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, like when we're out shooting and be like, try this, and it doesn't work. We're like,
Yeah.
no.
Oh
We're
yeah.
not,
And then
yeah.
he goes, try this. And I'm like, no.
yeah.
And then I go, and then I'm like, what if we try this? And he goes, no.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
never editorially and performance wise. It's
Yeah.
we're on the
For
same
sure.
Yeah.
level.
Completely aligned.
Who's the boss?
Ooh, no. I don't know. No, I think this one. No, I think no.
We're 50-50.
Oh, I was gonna say you
Yeah.
guys seem
We're equal
to.
partners in it, so
Yeah.
there's no superseding
Mhm.
idea. So
No, but I think with camera work, he's the boss. Yeah. With what to
Well,
do.
you got to
where
know
to look
your
at.
strong suit. Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm out in the field and I'm working with improv and I'm jumping all over the place, sometimes he'll be like, Aaron, and he'll have to come over to me and put his hands on my shoulders and be like, okay,
Yeah.
so you need to listen to me
that's
right
how
now because I'm like,
that's why I get her to pay attention. I'll put my hands on her shoulders. Like, do I have you? Are you listening? Because she'll be all over the place.
Oh
It's
yeah.
good. That's what you need.
I live with a house full of that.
Yeah.
I thought your name was Poppi.
Thank you guys so much. I really
I thought your name was
Yeah.
Poppi. I just got mind blown.
Ah!
Yeah. It's 90% Poppi, but when I need like
Aaron.
I need
Yeah, it's Aaron, yeah.
Is Aaron in there? Can I talk to her real quick?
Yeah, it's like my mother when she was like, it was like Michael, or she really
Name.
Michael David.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The middle
yeah.
name came out.
The middle
Yeah.
name. Yeah, that'll send shows.
That's-
Did it ever happen to you? Did the middle
Oh,
name always came
I
out?
got an
right?
offer already.
Oh yeah, where at?
Aaron Marie Shea.
What's that?
Ryan Aubin.
Where?
You see his comment?
Oh, it's a great show for kids. You are always welcome to work with us here at the Youth and Family Parks and Rec.
That's
I
awesome.
love
This
Youth
one
and
here.
Family.
Mhm.
For what town?
Grizzle.
This one here.
Oh, that's wonderful. Absolutely.
Thank you,
I would
Ryan.
love to. Thank you, Ryan.
So-
Absolutely.
How do we get in touch? Just through that comment, I can reach out to him.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
absolutely. He's right down the hill, on Ashland
Great.
Street. So
Mhm.
you're from this area, right? You grew
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah, I went to Griswold. Yep.
Okay.
I went to
Right on.
Griswold, class of '97.
Right on Ashland Street is where it is.
What Griswold?
The youth.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, this is Jewish City.
This is Jewett City.
Yeah.
It's not a Griswold thing.
No,
Jewett
oh
City
no,
is-
it's weird. It's weird. Some people will say, "Where are you from?" I'm from Griswold. No, you live in Jewett City. I'm from Griswold.
Oh.
No,
Is
you
it
live in
different?
Jewett
I
City.
don't know.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
political thing that
yeah,
just
it's
went
political
through.
thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Politics.
Mhm.
Griswold politics.
Yeah. It's getting better now.
That's why I
Yeah.
stick with kids.
Yeah.
You guys
Same
think-
idea though.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
I
for coming on in.
remember
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, when I was in high school, they Dateline NBC did a thing on Jewett City.
Oh, yeah.
Like somebody, but they like interviewed people because there used to be a wall in front of that drugstore down there.
Yes.
And people would sit on it, and there was like a loitering thing that was going on, and the police were fighting loiterers, and they interviewed loiterers from Jewett City.
Stephen Colbert did something with that too, with attorney Stu Norman.
Oh yeah.
Stu Norman's riding a bike, and he's like 70. And
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. I just remember
Colbert.
the Man on the Street interviews. They interviewed a few people. I don't even remember who it was, but the loitering interviews were funny. Like, they won't let us sit here anymore. It's like, this is national news.
Poppy should get into some loitering interviews.
Sounds like Tilly Street Chronicles.
Huh?
New London.
Oh, Tilly
Street Chronicles. Tilly Street. It was a street back in the 80s and 90s you didn't really want to sit on at all because you lose everything.
Oh,
you don't want to go there. Yeah.
Yeah. They created a show like Tilly Street Chronicles.
Oh,
Oh,
And they had everybody, they were interviewing everybody that lived on Tilly Street at the time, and they had cops going in arresting people and
Oh, wow.
throwing stuff all over the street. It was great.
Oh man.
Yeah. Check it out.
I used to I used to watch Cops all the time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Poppy,
Yeah,
for coming on in.
course.
So the show is Poppy's Planet. It's on YouTube. It's POPPI''S. Look for the lady with the blue top, the red belt, and the yellow skirt, and the big old heart right on her chest.
Right.
Justin, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
For
Thank
sharing
you
your
for having
visions
us.
and everything.
Yeah,
We appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us.
But,
Nice to finally meet you.
Well, excellent. Thank you. Nice to meet you guys.
Tomorrow it's Friday. I have no idea what we're doing. I have no idea, but we'll figure it out as we go, like we always do, right here on SNS.
Actually, I'm free tomorrow, I think.
Whatever.
If you have, is it retirement road tomorrow? 'Cause I haven't hit that point yet. I got 2 years.
Yeah, come on down. Come on down. See you tomorrow.
Hi, friends. I'm Poppy, and this is Poppy's Planet. Click that subscribe button and be a part of a community that values creativity. Hold on to the steering wheel. Encourages play. I gotta get through the lava to the other side. Whoa. Nurtures the imagination. What are you for Halloween? I'm you. Fosters exploration. Look at this guy. There's some giant bugs on it. I'm on a boat. And believes in the power of wonder. I imagine this rock to be the back of an elephant. All while using our mindful, kind hearts. Will you follow me in a little mindful yoga routine right now? Take 3 deep breaths. We are so happy you're here and can't wait to have you join us on our magical journey. Poppy loves you.